I found out everything because of a voicemail I wasn't supposed to hear. It was a Thursday, nothing special, nothing suspicious. I had left my phone at home, and when I came back from work, I saw a notification flashing on the screen. One new voicemail. I figured it was a delivery guy or maybe my brother calling from his office phone again. It wasn't. A man's voice, low, confident, far too familiar with her name, said, "Call me when he's asleep. I'll come by." Just that. 12 seconds. Enough to make my heart stop but not enough to fully understand. The rest of the night, I walked around like someone had reached inside my chest and turned gravity off for everything except my ribs. My wife Leah noticed. She kept asking if I was okay, offering small smiles that felt rehearsed. I didn't ask her about the voicemail right away. I didn't even know how to bring it up without sounding paranoid. Instead, I told myself maybe it was something else, maybe work-related, maybe a friend joking around, maybe wrong number. I wanted to believe that. God, I wanted to. But once you hear that kind of tone, intimate, expectant, you can't unhear it. And that's when I started noticing everything I had been ignoring. Leah had been busy lately. Too busy for dinner. Too busy for the shows we used to watch curled up together. Too busy to talk at night. Busy with meetings, projects, work calls, and the classic, "I'm exhausted, can we talk tomorrow?" First, I blamed myself. Maybe I wasn't helping enough around the house. Maybe I hadn't been affectionate enough. Maybe she needed space. I fed myself excuses because the alternative, the truth, was something I wasn't ready to face. But then came the small changes. Her phone, once left casually on the couch, was now glued to her hand or flipped screen down on the counter. She started turning off notifications. Her laughs became shorter. Her hugs, when she gave them at all, turned into polite one-arm gestures. And then one night, she came home wearing perfume I didn't recognize. Leah never changed since. She'd been wearing the same floral vanilla mix for 3 years. But that night she smelled like something bolder, muskier, like she wanted to be noticed. And she looked flustered. Hair a little out of place. Lipstick smudged just slightly. "Long day," she said, brushing past me before I could answer. I wanted to believe her. I kept forcing myself to believe her. Until the night I found the second thing I wasn't supposed to. Her phone lit up on the bedside table while she was showering. Got home safe. E. No last name. No emoji. No context. Just the initial like they shared a secret alphabet. I stared at it. I didn't touch anything. I didn't unlock the phone. I just sat there, staring at that message until the screen went black again, feeling my throat tighten. When she stepped out of the shower, she saw the look on my face. She froze. "Who's E?" I asked quietly. Her eyes flickered barely but enough. "Oh, just someone from work," she said too fast, pulling the towel tighter around her. "We were working late. He wanted to make sure I got home okay. He, not they, not my team. He." I felt something inside me settle. Not peace but clarity. From that night on, everything confirmed what my gut already knew. She'd smile at texts she hid from me. She'd leave the room to answer calls. She'd come home later and later, offering explanations that sounded like they were pulled straight from a list of common excuses. Then came the confrontation, small, accidental, stupidly simple. I asked if we could have dinner together. Just dinner. 1 hour. At home. She looked annoyed at the idea of spending time with me. "Can we not do this right now?" she said, grabbing her purse. "I have plans." With E. The words slipped out before I could stop them. She froze mid-step. "What did you say?" "You heard me." She rolled her eyes at me. "Oh my God, are you seriously doing this? Are you spying on me now?" "Leah," I said, voice shaking, "I'm not spying. But I'm not blind." "Well," she muttered, slipping on her shoes, "you could have fooled me." She didn't deny it. She didn't even pretend. She just left. Again. The next day I made a decision. I needed proof. Not for a fight, not to trap her, but because my heart kept trying to rewrite the truth into something less painful. So when she left her tablet on the coffee table, I opened it. No password. She trusted me that much at least. Messages. Dozens of them. Weeks worth. Some innocent. Some far from it. "Evan, you looked incredible tonight." "Leah." He barely noticed I was gone. Evan. When can I see you again? Leah, soon. I need him to stop asking questions. Evan. He won't matter much longer. Leah. He doesn't already. My hand shook so badly I almost dropped the tablet. I felt like I had been punched in the chest, hard enough to crack something essential. I don't remember breathing. I don't even remember standing up. I just remember staring at the wall, hearing her sentences echo over and over. He doesn't already. He doesn't already. He doesn't already. My wife, my best friend, my partner, had dismissed me like an errand she didn't feel like finishing. When she got home that evening, she barely looked at me. And that was the moment everything changed. She tossed her keys on the counter, grabbed a bottle of water, and walked past me without a word. Something in me refused to stay silent anymore. Leah, I said. She sighed sharply. What now? That tone, sharp, cold, inconvenienced, felt like someone dragging barbed wire through my chest. I know, I said quietly. She didn't play dumb. Didn't ask what I meant. Didn't pretend. She just closed her eyes, exhaled, and set the bottle down. You weren't supposed to find out like this, she said. Like this. As if the problem was the timing, not what she had done. How long? I asked. A few months, she said, rubbing her temples. It just happened. Just happened? I repeated. I'm not in love with you anymore, she said bluntly. I haven't been for a while. I expected tears, hers or mine. But she looked almost relieved, like confessing freed her from some burden. Then why stay? I asked. That's when she smirked. An expression so cold, so unlike her, it didn't feel real. Honestly, she said. Because it was convenient. Until it wasn't. I felt the air leave my lungs. And you're shocked? She went on. You've been emotionally checked out for months. That's not true. Really? When was the last time you made me feel like anything more than a chore? When was the last time you actually tried? I blinked at her. Leah, I've been trying to hold on to us while you were giving yourself to someone else. She crossed her arms. This conversation is pointless. Why? I asked. And that's when she delivered the line that would burn into me forever. Because honestly, she said with a small, cruel smile, you're a waste of my time. Something inside me snapped, but not in anger. In clarity. I looked at her. Not the woman she used to be. Not the memories I loved, not the partner I thought I had, but the person standing in front of me now. Cold. Detached. Already gone. I felt calm, scary calm when I finally responded. Good, I said quietly. Because I'm done giving it to you. Her smirk vanished. What's that supposed to mean? She asked. It means, I said, grabbing my jacket, you don't get any more of me. Not my energy. Not my explanations. Not my loyalty. Not my time. She stepped forward. You're walking out? No, I said, meeting her eyes. I'm letting go. There's a difference. She opened her mouth, maybe to argue, maybe to justify herself, but I didn't stay to hear it. For once I chose me. I slept on my brother's couch that night. The silence was heavy, but it was mine. No half-truths. No excuses. No pretending. The next morning she texted. We need to talk. I didn't answer. Hours later. I didn't mean what I said. Still nothing. By evening. Please. I messed up. Can we fix this? I stared at the messages, my chest tight, my eyes burning. Maybe a part of me wanted to go back. The part that still remembered her sleepy smiles, her hand on my back in the mornings, her voice telling me she loved me when she thought I was already asleep. But that version of her didn't exist anymore. And the version of me who accepted crumbs didn't exist anymore either. I finally typed back. I hope you find whatever you're looking for. But it won't be me. And I blocked her. Not out of spite. Out of self-respect. It's been months now. Healing isn't fast. It isn't pretty. Some nights, memories hit me so hard I have to sit down and breathe through them. Some mornings, I still reach for a second pillow before remembering it's empty for a reason. But here's what I know. I didn't lose her. I let go of someone who already left. And in doing so, I found myself again. Sometimes, closure isn't a dramatic ending. Sometimes it's a quiet choice. A steady breath. A final step forward. And the simple truth whispered to your own heart. I deserve better. I deserve honesty. I deserve peace. And I'm finally giving those things back to myself.